Attention, all you fishes in the sea. Welcome to the Fisch Bowl with Sam Fish.
Sam Fisch, the Fisch Bowl here at Horror Realm Con 2026 with one of my longtime heroes, legends in the business, the infamous Clint Howard.
Well, it's good to be here, Sam.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to swim in the bowl with me.
Okay. Is that what we're doing, swimming in the bowl?
We got our floaties on. We're doing the backstroke. So.
As long as we don't poop in the bowl.
Exactly. You know, then people will say it's something smells fishy.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome. Clint, I have been following your career literally since I was a kid. My dad, as we talked yesterday, introduced me to you and your brother and the whole family. So much we could talk about, short amount of time. I want to cover a few roles that are all special to my favorism. In the Name of Horror, Ice Cream Man.
Yes.
Such a infamous film, and I think Eli Roth is supposed to be remaking it or doing. I don't know if it's.
Well, you got the wrong information in the Fisch Bowl.
Okay.
I have nothing to do.
Set me straight.
I have nothing to do with the Eli Roth show. He's making a movie that's called Ice Cream Man. Actually, myself and my wife Katt and Norman Apstein, who was the original director of the original Ice Cream Man, we're making a film called Another Ice Cream Man. That's going to be the real genuine article. I'm playing an ice cream man. I'm not playing Gregory. I'm playing another ice cream man.
Fantastic. I cannot wait for that to come out. Another role that actually I went to school for screenwriting here in Pittsburgh, and this is a movie that I was watching along with some other films as like inspiration, The Wraith.
Yes. Well, The Wraith was a very memorable experience for me. I met a lot of longtime friends. Charlie and I are friends. Dave Sherrill, Jamie Bozian, Nick Cassavetes.
Mm-hmm.
That movie holds up remarkably well. I mean, it's a B action movie, sci-fi, but it's just for whatever reason it resonates with the fans, and I fully appreciate when people embrace Rughead.
Absolutely, that's amazing film. I was trying to encompass the racing road rage that film encompassed, so it did its job. Another 2 films working with Adam Sandler, The Waterboy and obviously Little Nicky. What was it like working with Sandler and creating those characters?
Well, Sandler's a champ. Sandler is he's a guy you just want to hang with, and he takes his job very seriously. He has fun. He's not a megalomaniac or anything like that. He's a good dude, and he's very creative. And I'll tell you one little story about Waterboy. Well, Little Nicky, we had worked on Waterboy, and then Little Nicky came along, and he says, "I got a part for you. Are you interested in doing it?" And it was Nipples, the transvestite. And my line of saying, "I don't need luck, I'm good," is one of the great lines I've ever spoken in any movie. But the thing about Adam is, Adam has a great sense of humor. It's not that he's trying to be funny all the time, but he just knows what is funny. And we were acting together, me and Alan Covert, and the thing about the Joe Montana line came up.
Right.
And I went, to Adam, can we find a better line than that? Because I don't think it's very funny. And Adam just looked at me and he goes, "Trust me, that line's going to kill." So I did. I said the line. I, honest to God, didn't really believe that it was going to work. But sure enough, it's one of the highlights.
Absolutely. My family and me go back and forth quoting that movie because we're of the prime Sandler generation.
Yeah.
Love his films. Another one, Austin Powers.
Yeah. Just a great experience to work on those films. Jay Roach, the director, I worked with him a long time ago on a show. And he called me and said, "Hey, would you want to participate in this one?" First it was one, and it worked. And then, of course, we did another one, and then we did a victory lap.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Those films are, from what I've heard Rob Lowe talk about working on Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Is it true that, like, we were basically witnessing, like, the improv, like, genius of, like, Mike Myers? Or?
Well, yeah, he's a smart man like Adam. He knows funny. Mm-hmm. Mike Myers knows funny, and I tip my hat to him. I've been very fortunate in my life to get to work with a lot of very cool people, and I would consider Adam I would consider Mike to be right there near the top of the list.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Last question. You and your brother, obviously, and Bryce now carrying on the legacy. Are there any memorable experiences working with Ron and just like family dynamics and just...
I've had a lifetime of wonderful experiences working for Ron, and also I've had a chance to work for Bryce. She's directed me in a thing, and she's a great director, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of her career because she's a dynamic filmmaker, and I believe in her. Also, one thing, we're making another Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
Bryce's sister, Paige.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce has two sisters. One of them, Paige, she is an actress, and she's going to be in another Ice Cream Man. So stay tuned for that.
Fantastic news here. You heard it from Clint Howard himself. Clint, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for taking the time to swim in the bowl with me. We dove in head first. We rose above the water, and now we're riding the waves.
There we go. I like it, man.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Sam Fisch, the Fisch Bowl here at Horror Realm Con 2026 with the great, infamous, talented William Katt. Sam, thank you for taking the time to swim in the bowl with me.
Okay.
I hope the temperature is just right.
Yeah, it's just right. I feel just like a guppy.
That's all my guppies in the sea.
Okay.
Awesome. First, I just want to say I'm a huge fan. I've literally been following your career since I was a kid. I guess on the subject of horror, two of my top favorite horror films.
I'm glad you're not going to say you're horrible.
No.
Okay.
You're wonderful.
Okay.
Carrie and probably a little more dear to my heart, House.
Oh, House.
Yeah. Carrie, though, probably considered the first major Stephen King adaptation, and I honestly think they haven't made a better version since.
They've made a bunch of them.
They have.
And now Mike Flanagan is making a part series.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, and they also did a miniseries, which was like back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Angela Bettis. I'm not sure if that's... She played Carrie, but no one's replacing Sissy Spacek.
It's hard to beat Sissy.
Yeah.
That was a great cast.
Absolutely. I mean, one of
Piper Laurie and John Travolta.
Yes.
And,
and one of his early roles.
It was. I think he had just done one season of Welcome Back, Kotter at the time.
Yeah. Before the whole Grease Lightning thing.
Yeah.
I mean, any stories working with De Palma and just the cast?
Oh, Brian, I feel so blessed to have been a part of that production. Originally we screen tested George Lucas. I screen tested for Star Wars, and I screen tested for Brian. And lucky enough, I got one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt very lucky. Brian gave me my whole career.
Absolutely, and what an amazing film! I mean, I think De Palma's Carrie is still way scarier, way more terrifying than really any version that's been done since. It has the 70s encapsulation of it, but also that he did a couple of films that, and I think Tarantino refers to Blowout as one of the best films he's done, as well as Travolta's performances.
Yeah, I'd seen a few of his films, Greetings, Hi Mom, that Brian did prior to doing Carrie, but I think that Carrie was for him, and I think he admitted it. It was a seminal film in his career, and it really did the trick of making him an A-list director. That film, for whatever reason, I don't know. I think I did it. I think because
it was
I was
all
in
you.
the film.
It was all you.
Yeah. He didn't give me enough credit, but I'll take it now.
I'm giving it to you. It's all yours. Awesome.
I'm such a dick, aren't I?
Another favorite horror film of mine. Total fan of Fred Dekker. House. House is one of, I think, the most underrated horror films in of a unique storyline and concept that really was executed so well that it played on the terror level, the psychological level.
Well, Sean Cunningham had to produce several terrific horror films before, but it didn't have that same comedic element to him, And then, God, you had Steve Miner, which was so wonderful to work with as a director.
Right.
He was really always left of center, and a lot of the humor from House was because of him. Mm-hmm. And look at who he cast. He cast George Wendt, and Richard Mall, and Kay Lenz, and it was a really well done, underrated film, I think.
Losing George Wendt recently.
Great guy.
Any like special stories? Anything?
Well, still to this day, I've told it many times. One of my favorite scenes as an actor was working with George Wendt. He had such a way with his dry sense of humor. Mm-hmm. We did a scene upstairs when the monster comes out of the closet, and I give him a harpoon.
Right.
Put goggles on his head, and I said, in the closet, there's a big raccoon, and I want you to shoot him when that closet door opens. And he didn't have much to say, but he was just, all you have to do is look at George.
Right.
And you just want to laugh.
Right.
He's got so much going on inside of him.
Exactly. And,
wonderful to work with.
I actually got my name, Sam, from my parents watching Cheers.
Did you really?
I did, yeah.
He was great. He was great. I miss him because he used to come out and do these shows every year for many years.
I was fortunate enough to meet him at a different convention here in Pittsburgh, but nothing but kind, wonderful things to say about him. Wonderful guy. What would you consider some of your favorite films of all time?
That I've been a part of?
In general. What do you swim towards?
David Lean, John Ford. I'm kind of old school, Mm-hmm. I loved the recent Frankenstein. I mean, it was like watching a painting.
Yeah.
The production design, the cinematography, and all aside from the wonderful actors, the whole look of it was just, that's what filmmaking should look like.
Awesome. Well, William, it has been a pleasure having you take the time to swim in the bowl. We dove in head first. We came out above water.
Yeah.
Now we're riding the waves.
Yeah, I totally feel like a mermaid now. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Absolutely.
bye. Bye, you guys.
Thank you. Here we are with Jeffrey Kramer at Horror Realm Con 2026. Jeffrey, thank you for taking the time to swim in the bowl with me.
My pleasure. The Fisch Bowl.
The Fisch Bowl. I hope the temperature's just right.
It's good for me.
Awesome. On the subject of fish in the bowl, Jaws. Jaws and Jaws 2.
Jaws. Jaws was a perfect creative storm. Nothing worked. I mean, nothing worked. And at one point, we thought they were going to pull the plug. But it was over budget. The shark didn't work, which helped me a little bit because my part got a little bit bigger when they shot out all the cover and they had to shoot something. But when the end came and it all came together, it was stunning. The music, the editing, all together, a perfect creative storm. And who knew? I mean, how blessed are we to be in the first blockbuster? You can't plan that stuff.
It's what's considered a perfect film.
Well, I get it. It truly is. And Steven was still Steven then.
Right.
Yeah, he's a one-word Spielberg now.
Exactly. So many things about the first film. I mean, everybody's performance. Rob Schneider.
Oh, fabulous.
Right.
Ricky Dreyfuss. They were just great. Everybody.
Yes. Any memorable stories or anything working with Steven or?
Well, the stories were I loved Murray Hamilton. And one night we're walking home from the bar and we've had a couple cocktails and Murray goes, here, kitty. And he bends down to pet this cat and boom, he is skunked.
Oh my God.
He got skunked. We go back to the hotel. He refused to go to his room and slept on the couch in the lobby
of
the Harbor View Hotel. And by the next morning, it was almost uninhabitable. Truly, truly. It's so much fun.
Awesome. What did you think about like the sequels and also the fact that like Jaws literally spawned the I guess quote unquote killer shark like genre?
That was kind of, Wendy Benchley has become one of the great voices for shark preservation.
Mm-hmm.
And Stephen was upset, I think, when people started killing sharks after Jaws. And they kicked off a big movement that is crucial. I mean, it's their turf.
Right.
We're just guests.
Exactly.
And they don't really want to eat us. And
right.
But I think it was truly important. And what happened with going out and slaughtering sharks, it really was unfortunate. But the sequels, I love Jaws 2. Jeannot Swark was one of my dear, dear friends, and all the kids are still my friends. We're still close together, and it was lovely. The sequels, well, my dear Joe Alves did the 3, and I looped it. But I 4 and 5, I don't really know.
Right.
To be honest with you, I haven't seen them.
I think they cut it off at 4 when it was The Revenge.
I get it. There was a 5, right? I don't know.
Well, there was.
But I love Lorraine Gary.
I think technically there was because in Back to the Future Part 2, when Marty goes to the future, they have Jaws. What was it, like 20 or 20?
Yeah,
or something. I always remember
that. Lorraine Gary was in it, I adore Lorraine Gary. I think she's one of the nicest human beings I know, and she was just delightful.
Awesome.
Smart, talented, lovely.
Awesome.
Lovely.
And what are some of your favorite films then?
I love the 70s. I love, the films of the 70s. The Godfather, Jaws, Star Wars, you name it. Those were the great ones. But, I'm getting up there in age. And nobody cares what an 80-year-old thinks.
I do. I personally think the 70s, 80s, and 90s is where it's at.
But Jaws has affected everything. I got stopped at a stop sign in L.A. years ago, and the cop pulls me over. He says, you went to the stop sign. I said, I'm so sorry. I went a foot over. I apologize. He goes, why are you wearing that hat? It says Amity Police. I said, I played the deputy in Jaws. He goes, I love that movie. Don't do it again. So now I wear it every day like it's going to protect my life forever.
It's your get out of shark.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Awesome. With Jaws and the impact that it's had, as well as being introduced to ongoing new generations,
right?
And I guess younger people could say maybe the shark, doesn't hold up as much, but
it looks a little bit rubbery now, but it still works. I think.
That's what I think.
And people come to these conventions with 3 and 4-year-olds. I said, "Oh, have they seen it?" They go, "Oh, yeah,
exactly."
I said, "I should call social services on you." That's bad.
You might have to call it on my dad because he let me watch Total Recall when I was 5.
You know what you find out at these? The love of this movie and the love of horror, it's genetic almost.
Yes.
Grandparents hand the love down to their kids. They hand it to their kids. And it's a family bonding experience. It's wonderful to see.
It's a film that is a true classic.
Yeah.
It's generational. It's timeless.
How blessed was I to be in it?
Absolutely.
I'm so grateful, but I think gratitude is the key to aging.
Exactly. Well, Jeffrey, thank you so much for
Dr. Fisch. All good.
Thank you for taking the time to swim in the bowl with me.
You got it.
We dove in head first and we came out above water.
You bet. Thank
you so much.
You got it.
Hey there, all my fishes in the sea. Thanks for tuning into today's episode and for being a subscriber. Your continued listenership and support means the most and helps keep the show growing to deeper and deeper depths. I want to let all my guppies in the sea know the Fisch Bowl has now officially partnered with FastCustomShirts.com, where they're now selling custom Fisch Bowl t-shirts under their podcast and website section. Every t-shirt that's purchased helps and goes a long way to keep the show growing to deeper and deeper and higher depths. I also now have custom hats, beanies, handbags, pens, mouse pads, everything to make you look like the coolest looking fish in the sea, which you can DM me directly on Instagram at the Fisch Bowl 88 or on Facebook at just the Fisch Bowl, or you can friend request me, Sam Fish, directly and get yours today. Your continued listenership and support again means the most. It's the most important fishes that flock together. We are a school of fish and we keep the unit going. Let's all keep swimming upstream.